Welcome back to the Law of One educational series. This is episode 45, and today we're picking up on session 47. This session starts diving deeply into spiritual polarity, consciousness, and the structure of the soul itself. This one feels both philosophical and deeply psychological at the same time.
Yes, this session begins with a discussion about positive and negative social memory complexes, which are essentially groups of beings evolving together through shared consciousness. Ra explains that these emerge naturally through free will and evolution, rather than being rigidly planned out. The idea is that consciousness eventually learns through collective experience. In a sense, the Creator knows itself through all beings learning and evolving together.
And that part really stood out to me because it shifts spirituality away from separation and more toward interconnectedness. Ra keeps emphasizing unity, even while explaining polarity. They explain that both positive and negative paths exist, but they function very differently energetically. One path expands through love and cooperation, while the other intensifies through control and separation.
Exactly. Ra then starts discussing the energy centers, or rays, and explains that negatively polarized beings can become highly advanced while still lacking full activation of certain centers, especially the green ray center, associated with compassion. They describe negative evolution as extremely efficient in terms of control and power, but incomplete in terms of universal empathy. Positive evolution, on the other hand, requires balancing wisdom with compassion and understanding. So the conversation becomes less about good versus evil and more about how consciousness organizes itself.
And that's where this material becomes really interesting psychologically. A person can become disciplined, intelligent, and powerful, but still remain emotionally disconnected or internally imbalanced. Ra even explains that higher evolution eventually requires understanding, acceptance, and harmony. It's not just about intensity or force. It's about integration.
Right. And then the session shifts into what Ra calls crystallized entities. They compare it to the structure of a crystal being perfectly organized and aligned. The idea is that when someone becomes internally balanced and spiritually disciplined, they begin functioning more clearly, almost like a refined instrument for consciousness itself. Ra describes this state as radiant, stable, and capable of transmitting energy with less distortion.
That actually reminded me of how inner work affects everyday life. When someone is emotionally reactive, scattered, or constantly divided within themselves, their energy feels chaotic. But when someone becomes calmer, more self-aware, and emotionally balanced, their presence alone can affect people differently. It's almost like they become clearer channels for awareness, intention, and compassion. And I think that's part of what Ra means by crystallization.
Exactly. And then the session begins moving into something even deeper, the different bodies associated with consciousness and incarnation. Ra explains that humans are not only physical beings, but layered beings connected to multiple energetic bodies or forms of manifestation. They begin describing the red ray, orange ray, yellow ray, green ray, blue ray, indigo ray, and violet ray bodies. And this starts laying the foundation for their explanation of consciousness beyond physical death.
And that's probably where things start becoming especially fascinating for people. Well, at least for me, because now the conversation moves beyond psychology and into the nature of the soul itself. Whether someone views this symbolically, spiritually, or literally, it definitely pushes people to think differently about identity and consciousness. And I think that's part of why these sessions continue resonating with people decades later.
Yes, This session really encourages people to think beyond surface level spirituality. It asks deeper questions about polarity, balance, awareness, evolution, and what consciousness may actually be beneath the physical experience. And whether someone agrees with every cosmological detail or not, the themes of self-awareness, discipline, compassion, and unity remain powerful. It's really about becoming more conscious in how we experience ourselves and others.
Before we close, let's end with a short affirmation. I choose awareness over fear. I allow my mind, heart, and spirit to grow in balance. I honor my journey with wisdom, compassion, and conscious intention. Well, that's all for this session. Thank you for joining us for episode 45 of the Law of One educational series. And this was brought to you by Your Own Utopia. We wish you peace, love, light, and continued growth on your journey. Until the next time.